Welcome back everyone, I'm Craven and this is Satisfactory and we are here building our, well, big ass factory with all different kind of components coming together in this location. So for today, we're gonna continue with that. We're gonna build up some more. And I've also just been looking around, seeing a little bit what I want to do with the foundations. So I started making a platform here so we can get the iron over to this location and we can get the coal from there so we can start making more steel for some more products. I kept that place here for the copper, and over there, oh, careful for the hole, for our well, basically a limestone for our concrete, which is just a measly 60, so hopefully we have enough, or else we just have to push it a bit harder. So what are we gonna make? Well, we're gonna make a lot of pipes. Yes, because what we're gonna do here is they want to make rotors with the alternative recipe, which uses steel pipes and wire. We're gonna go for stator, which uses pipe and uses wire, and that will result into motors, which use of course our rotors and stators. And having said that, we also want to of course start making encased beams, preferably also using steel pipes and concrete. So basically what we're gonna do is, well, with all the iron we have and our coal, we're gonna make as many pipes as we can. So it's gonna be a lot. And of course we're gonna just melt all the iron we have here, and probably you probably use most of it. So having said that, we have 3 machines there with 40 coal, which is 120, so we'll have 120 left to use unless we overclock our coal. So let's see how far we can get with that. Maybe we'll just have to make a bit more. So let's run the numbers on that and then we can start building. But first, let's start with some smelters, because that we know that we have, and we're gonna be needing a lot. So let's see where we want to put it, that we have enough room at the end as well. Let's see if that works. Yeah, that should be more than enough. Let's see what the numbers are here. We got 120, and I think that is a 120 as well. So we got 240 divided by 3. So we're gonna need 8 smelters to deal with all of that. So let's do that. And do we want to add more? Because if it comes here, just to keep the flow going steadily. All right. That should do for all the iron. And then of course we have copper over there. Is it 60 or 120? 120. Okay, I think they go with the same rate, so we should be needing 4 for those. It will be coming out from here. Does that fit here nicely? Just so we have all the smelting on the lower floors, and then we can start building it up on the higher ones. We might need some more room there, but we'll see. Awesome, this should be enough to get it all back together again. Then we'll have all come together in one, moving up. Here coming in together, also going up, and the same here as well. Right, that is perfect. Awesome. Okay, so that means that this will all be going towards making wire. All that we have access for will just go into a sink. I think that's the best thing we can do with it. We don't have to store any base materials. It's more like if you want to collect some wire. But we have the one big ass box back there that's already full with wire, so it can go all into a sink, what we have left. Alright, let's get our belt over here. Awesome. Okay, so see you in a few minutes. Alright, I think this should do pretty nicely for our belt work, which we basically did like this. I think this is as compacted as we can make it and still be able to work it. I haven't done the power lines yet because I want to have a bit more of a building standing around it. But there it is. There it comes in for the copper. There's the iron. And then everything we have left eventually will be dealt with in that direction in regards to encased beam. For now, we are looking for our status and rotors, which I'm pretty sure I'm gonna need like a bigger platform where we go higher, but we'll make something interesting out of that. Alright, so let's start building up some walls so we have the room. Can we get there? Nope. So for now, I'll just have a nice little ladder. Now we need one more. Now comes the question, like, do we want to assemble things on this level too, or do we just want to make this the location where we put our steel to good use and create it? Because if we want to make like multiple machines to make stators and rotors, it's going to take a lot of room, because I think... Let's go through assemblers. And you want to have at least 2 machines of each. So 2 rotors and 2 motors. So we're going to get 5 per minute here and 5 per minute, I'm assuming, on the other one as well. And for motors, we need 10 per minute in to get 5 motors out. Maybe we want to have 3. And that's what I mean, like, we're gonna need a lot of assemblers making that. So I'm thinking of just building here to the side, that's with a higher level, and underneath it's just gonna be open, where we can put 2 batches of assemblers all dedicated to making either the rotors or the stators. Yeah, I think we're gonna do that. So let's see if we can get our lines up here. I think for the copper, I hope we have enough room for that. I think we do. Let's see if we can get these holes as much to the back as we can. See the corner here. This will be on. Can you make that corner? Yes, you can. Awesome. So we have 2 lines that's gonna be there. I don't think it is reasonable to get the whole line over on here and then in here. But we could. Because we got 30 and 30 out, so it's gonna be 240. The belt can carry 270, so it should be able to carry it on. And I learned something new in between the episode that I didn't know there was a thing here. We can put these things on an elevator, which is insane to me, but I love it all the same. So why not? Let's just see if that works, because it goes onto the elevator. How amazing is that? Well, that will mean that we can put our elevator there. Maybe not quite, because we want to have it aligned properly. Will you work for me? Yes, thank you very much. Like, I don't know if it will work, but if it does, because it's the first time I'm putting one of those on actual elevator, which I thoroughly love that we can. So now everything comes out near each other on the top floor. Ooh, that's weird. See if we can turn it around just to keep it. That's what happened when I... Or will it always happen? We have a couple of tries to see if we... No, I think it will always shift it around. And it doesn't really, it's just a visual thing. Let's leave it for now. I might mess around with it in between, but I would be happy already if it just works. Alright. Yeah, that's for handled. Aside from the electricity, of course, we are thoroughly missing. Alright. Let's go in 2 different directions so we can, if the we'll also do it the other way around. Alright, because there's still one other resource we haven't brought up here yet, which we will definitely need for our foundries. Let's have it here. Put it all the way in the back. Yeah, might as well put it on the line of the platform. Good, and then we still have room to put some constructors for the wire if you want to build it here. Good. Hopefully it will give us still enough room for the coal to get past. Yeah, can we get on top? Ooh, snug. That fits, so I'll take it. And let's just, ooh, careful. What the hell? Really? We need a higher one. Alright, put it as straight as we can. Awesome, then you can remove you down there. Alright, fully attached. Now we just... This will give us 180 in steel divided by 15. That is gonna be a lot, but we're gonna need it, and that's fine. Like I said, we're gonna use pipes for everything. Oh, we're just gonna need an entire farm just for processing all this steel into pipes. Ooh, this is gonna be insane. I love it. Alright, now let's see if we can get that line all the way over here. That's gonna take some fiddling, so... Alright, I think that will work. Meaning now we have 120 coal going into that facility as well, which will be pretty well divided amongst those 3 machines. Now the only thing we need to do is find a way to power all of that. And then we can go on to the next stage of it. For now we'll just keep the same basic building principle that we've used for the other buildings too, just to keep it easy. Alright, so we have an entry here, an entry there. Might as well upgrade it so we have more options. Alright, let's get inside the building. Oh, not underneath there, inside the building itself, not underneath the conveyor belt. Oof. In the end, we're gonna need to put some lights in these facilities as well. It's gonna be so dark. Alright, since they all are on the inside. Oh, careful. Yeah, let's focus on these first. Do we need to have one extra in the middle there? Yeah, I think we should just to work. Alright. So if we attach that onto the network, they should start working, or at least I'm hoping. And I'm also hoping that in the end we still have enough power to do all this. It should have, but I haven't checked it. Awesome, open things up, sirs. Good. Let's power these ones up. And I don't think I've added the right recipe yet. One over here. Might as well use this as a way to get out of the building as well. So we can power up this beauty. So yeah, alright, so copper is churning, iron is melting, tracks are, well, basically filling it up. Not seeing anything coming up here yet, so is it gonna mean that this does not work? Because it is attached to it. Ah, wait. It is going up. And why isn't it coming out? Alright, I'll have to troubleshoot that for a little bit. It could be that these elevator attachment doesn't really work, even though I am seeing it going up inside of the floor hole, so it should technically pop up at the other side, right? But we'll deal with that. Let's see if we remove this. What is that? Then we'll see if the hole itself works. Okay, so what we're gonna do, I'm gonna see if I, in between the episode, if I can make this work, like attach this again to that and that it works our way up. If it doesn't, I'll put it up there and making a second line merge with the line up there. Because it doesn't matter how it goes as long as it does. But it would have been perfect if you managed to do it like that. And one thing we forgot here. Alright, so let's leave this here for now, and I will troubleshoot that in a little bit, because I think if it works, I can get it to work. Just give me a little time to work it. Alright, so that means that here we'll get okay, so this one is coming out, so okay, so that's great. So having said that, we have basically 120 coming in, having 4 machines building, burning the night away. So that is times 4. We have, of course, 120 on the other side as well. So how many wires can we make with that? Because that will determine if we will want to have it here or something somewhere else. And 15 for 30, so we can have 240 wire pumping here at any time. Yeah, that is a lot, isn't it? Means 15 per constructor. We have 30 per smelter. It means that we have 2 per smelter. It means we have 8 constructors making wires if we want. Damn. Okay, so we need a lot more ground to do this. So you know what? I'm gonna split it. I'm gonna split everything. Cause once we have this working, we're gonna have 180 steel pumping out for pipes. Meaning, where are you? There you are. We can have 30. It means we have 2 constructors per foundry. That means we have 6 constructors. That is way more than we can have on this one old platform. So we're gonna build the constructors on top, and we're gonna build in that direction two layers that will hold the assembly lines. Yes, like I said, it's gonna be a big project. So it's probably gonna take me 2 episodes to fully fulfill this, as we are basically making, well, 3 new products on the line to be used permanently. So yeah. Alright, let's do that. 1 layer on top. The top layer will have constructors on here, making our pipes. We're gonna have here a nice little platform to the side for all the wires, and then next to this building we're gonna make the 2 assembly lines, 1 on top and 1 down on this level, roughly. That way we can then send all our products that way into our boxes, or I just wanna show you as well where we're gonna have our sinks. Our sinks are gonna come out of the back of here, and I'm gonna place 2 sinks here at least. If we need more, we'll build more, because it feels like we're gonna have a lot of products coming out here, and once everything is working attached, we're gonna have a lot of points coming in too, and that is great. So let's go and set up another layer. Alright, and that's another layer completed. So what we did, and hopefully it's not too dark at the moment, the copper is coming in. We built our 8 constructors to make our wire, and it looks like we're going to be using at least 210 of the 240 we're making, so we really do need all of them. And the steel we've collected here on the back end, ready to go here with a nice little lane we have kept free to go here to the top, and then here we can start building our constructors for all the pipes. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna leave the episode here. In between, I'm gonna close off this building, make sure the wires are ready, and I'm gonna build the constructors on top. And on the next one, together we'll build the assembly line. So we use all that pipe and wire we are now mass producing here. So for now, I wish you all a great night, morning, day, wherever you are. And if you're still here, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and be back next time. Because like I said, this is a gigantic build, so we have to do it in 2 runs. So until then, bye bye.